it was a pleasure having him. I wanted Ryan to be here to interview him. He wasn't able to do so, but we have Ryan back with us. Excited for you to be here, my brother.
Glad to be back.
Welcome, man.
Thank you,
Welcome.
man. Thank you.
Yes,
Welcome to all the viewers. Thank you for tuning in this morning.
that's right.
We got an exciting episode. So we're gonna talk some World Cup. Gonna
Yes,
talk some
yes, yes,
politics.
yes, yes,
And I know a lot of the viewers are interested too. Your expertise of opening LLCs in
yes,
Florida. A lot of
yes.
interest around that.
Yeah, that's I've been, it's funny you said that. I have been getting a lot of calls on, people wants to start their LLCs, and also their nonprofits, and there's a
Hmm.
lot that comes with, starting an LLC and also a nonprofit.
Yeah.
People think you just go on the site or online, start a nonprofit or
Right.
start an LLC, but there's a lot that comes with it as far as documentation,
Hmm.
certificate, permits, and stuff like that that you need.
So it's not
Yeah,
just as
so we'll,
easy
we'll
as that.
talk about that briefly before we, move on to the nitty gritty, like, all the big stuff that we got coming up, because I know you got some stuff that you want to talk about
Yeah.
also when it comes to the MOU that was signed between, the United States and Iran.
Yeah.
So,
G7. Lots
yep.
lots of stuff going on. Definitely a change in energy and attitude from
Mhm.
from a couple weeks ago, right? I mean,
Right, right, right.
famously, Trump has not really been a fan of kind of these kind of meetings, meeting with
No, he
leaders.
doesn't like that.
He doesn't like that. He likes to be the star of the show,
That's
but
right.
a few weeks ago, and then we fast forward to now, the attitude has definitely changed. The energy is
Big,
definitely
big
different in the
time.
room.
Big time.
He's touting this new deal that's coming, tentatively, of course. I know he's got JD Vance that's going to
Right,
be in Switzerland today,
right, right.
hopefully signing the deal.
Hmm.
Kind of famously, he'd love to take credit for it if it goes well, and
Yeah,
if
he
it doesn't
does.
go well, he said, "You better watch out, JD.
Better watch out,
You better
man.
be careful."
Hey, man, I'll do you like Mike Pence.
I would. It's gonna be a tough day to be JD Vance.
It is,
Yeah,
it
if
is,
it
it
doesn't
is.
go well. If it
Yeah.
does, then we know Trump will take
I
all the
think he's a
credit.
very, I think JD Vance is very smart. I think he knows what he's doing. I just think that, him and Trump, they're on different path, when
Yeah,
it comes to leading and his expectations and stuff like that for the country.
yeah,
They don't see eye to eye on that.
yeah,
That's just my perspective by watching him and he does a lot of stuff just to please Trump,
yeah.
but not because he wants to,
Exactly.
personally.
The lack of unity is tough. It's like
Yeah.
the president doesn't even have. He doesn't feel like he
Right.
has the vice president. He has his back.
Yeah.
He's like, well, if things
Yeah.
go well, then Trump has to have a fall guy,
Of course.
and JD Vance being the fall guy, it's
Hmm.
like, man, that's
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 right.
that's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so let's get into so first thing first. We can't forget about that. So would you do the honor in praying for us before we start?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Father God, we thank you, Lord. We thank you for another day. You watched over us, you protected us, you woke us up this morning, Lord. Our lives are sustained by you, Lord, the creator of the universe. And we just thank you for your love. We thank you that the creator of the universe sees us and loves us as much as you do, Lord. We just pray that everyone listening today, ourselves, may they draw a closer relationship with you, Lord. Everything that we say, everything that we do, may it glorify you first and foremost, Lord. We thank you for the opportunity, and we just thank you for who you are, Lord. Love is not just what you do, but it's who you are. And it's always in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you
Amen.
so much, brother.
Thank you,
Thank you
brother.
so much.
My
Yes,
my
yes.
pleasure.
I can feel the Holy Spirit in this place.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. So
Yes, sir.
before I start, I just wanna give a big shout out to my daughters, Riley and Taylor, who's in the studio with us today.
Special
So
guest.
yeah, special guest. So they they're hanging with daddy today.
Yeah.
So Riley and Taylor, big ups to you guys.
Riley wanted us to interview her this
Yeah, she
morning.
did. She did before
Yep.
the show starts. She took my spot and said, "Hey," she grabbed the mic and she wanted to
Not nervous at all.
not nervous at all, man. Not nervous at all.
Yeah.
So we need to watch out.
I know.
I know.
I know. We can be easily replaced.
Of course, man. I've
Yeah,
been thinking about that.
yeah.
So let's start.
Mm.
So let's talk about how to properly set up your nonprofit. Sorry, well, nonprofit forward slash LLC. But let's talk about the LLC. So most people think that having an LLC and you can just go online and register a name, and that'll be it. So most people don't know that, to register the LLC, it comes with research, because you have
Mm.
to research the name,
Mm-hmm.
uh, the type of product that you're going to sell. It's not
Interesting.
just calling it Ryan's LLC, but what type of services does Ryan LLC will be providing to the public, right? So a lot of people tend to do that because of, tax purposes, right? So they want to, like, well, I'm a contractor. I get paid 1099.
Right.
How do I file an LLC so I can claim that? That's good.
Right.
But you have to understand, starting an LLC, it's a business you're starting, right?
Right.
It's a company.
I'm
So
not going to play business just so I can avoid paying taxes.
right.
Yeah.
So what type of services? And I see a lot of people go online
Mm-hmm.
to these websites and register a name, and they set them, just a document itself, and said, your business is registered.
Mm-hmm.
They go on Sunbiz and it's there, but this is it, and it stops.
Mm-hmm.
And funny to know that every year, I believe that the states makes billions and billions and billions of dollars
Mm-hmm.
every year. And after a year, 2 years, they did not renew the business
Mm-hmm.
on Sunbiz, and it becomes inactive.
It lapses.
Right. So you have to have that. And how do you do that? So the proper way to set up your LLC is to research your name.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do your research, do your due diligence on, there's a couple of different sites actually. You
Mm-hmm.
can go on to the IRS website. You
Okay.
can check the name and see if it is available. Even if it is your name, you can still go on irs.gov and check the name and see if it's active,
Mhm.
right? You can also do a research on, you can go on Google
Mhm.
the name and see if the name is not taken.
Right.
You can also go on Sunbiz and do a
Mm.
search on Sunbiz and see if it's not there.
Similar to if you wanted to buy a website.
That's correct.
Okay.
And the other thing that you also have to do is, once you do your research, you have to know what type of product that you're going to sell,
Mm-hmm.
right? So you know the type of product that you're going to sell, you find a name, and here's another thing that you can do. Let's say your business is Ryan Shoe Store,
Mm-hmm.
LLC.
Mm-hmm.
You can have it Ryan Shoe Store L. C.
Mm.
That's the difference. Now, if I want to start another Ryan Shoe Store LLC, I can always call it the same name. This is why you have to be careful how you register it, right? I can also go Ryan Shoe Store LLC, Ryan Shoe Store, comma, LLC.
Wow.
And here's the difference, but it's two businesses
Right.
that has the same name.
Exactly.
This is why you have to do your research. And once you do that, you do all this research, the first thing I would suggest somebody to do is go and get your domain name.
Mm.
If you buy that domain,
You
you
own it.
secure it.
Mhm.
Even if you don't do anything with it, you do not have a website built as of yet, but you can also get that domain, purchase it, and keep it there. You can buy it for
Mhm.
3 years, you can do it for 5 years, and have it sit there.
Right.
And when you're ready to, build your website, you go ahead and do that.
Right.
So once you were to, you've done that, and you do all the research and know the type of business that you're going to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's very important. There's another way. People tend to just want to do things themselves. It
Right.
saves them money.
Of course.
So do you know the difference between setting it yourself and having a registered agent?
No. Maybe you
Okay.
could explain that for us.
So I can go and register a business myself, register my LLC. So I become my own registered agent.
Mhm.
I put my phone number, email address, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot use a PO box.
Interesting. Okay. Physical
people-
address only.
Right. So
Yep.
physical address, some people do use their home address, right?
Yep.
You can do it temporarily if you do not have a place, but you
Yep.
can always get an address online.
Got it.
You know,
But it has to be a physical address.
It has to be a physical address.
Okay.
So the other thing is, once you have that, again, it cannot be a PO box, right?
Mm-hmm.
So once you do that and you said, okay, I'm going to register it myself, and you go ahead and register it yourself. The biggest problem people have with their LLC being inactive is because they don't follow up. You would get an email from the state, right? That says,
Yep.
it is time for you to renew your business.
Yep.
You have to do it before May.
Okay.
Okay.
How much is that going to cost you?
About $400 if you,
Okay.
if pass after
Per
May,
year?
every year
Okay.
to renew it.
Yep.
You know, well, after May it's $400,
Uh-huh.
but if you do it before then, it's like $160, $170
Okay. So
to
you're
do it
doing it sooner is going to save you money.
if you do it yourself. But if someone has to do it for you,
You're
it's going to
paying.
cost a little bit money.
Of course.
More. So you can do it that way. The other thing is to have, best way to do it is to have a registered agent.
Mm-hmm.
So the registered agent role is to make sure that you're in compliance with the state and making sure that you know everything that you need for the business as far as your bylaws, articles of incorporation, certificates, registration with the city. So you have a business consultant.
Exactly.
Where you can pay, some people charge 10, 15, 20, $30. It depends, a month to have a registered agent.
Oh, that's not much.
You know, it's not much at all.
Right.
But some people tend not to do that. They do it themselves.
Right.
So
which is risky.
That's right.
Yeah.
So what your registered agent do is, when it is time for you to renew the LLC or your nonprofit, they do it for you. Or what they do is they either contact you and said, it is time for you to renew.
Right.
Because you're paying them every month, all right? So
it's a valuable service right there.
either they do it and they bill you, or they'll let you know
Right.
it is time for you to renew, so you can renew the business and make sure you stay in compliance.
It's worth a lot more than $30 a month.
That's right. So it is very important to do that. So I have some stuff here where I saw the amount of businesses who became inactive just because somebody forgot to register it again.
Right.
You know, renew it for the year. And that's something that you don't want to do. You spend all that money, even if it was $100, you spend $100 and you have the business just sitting there. You got to do something with it, you know. And most people tend not to do that. So the other thing, that once you get all that stuff done, your business is registered. You have your name. You know what product that you're going to sell. Either you register it yourself or you have your registered agent. The next thing is documentation.
Okay.
So people think that when you register with Sunbiz, they, you know, the small document that comes with what you call an article of incorporation that has your name, your names, your let's say your partnership name or address and stuff like that. It calls articles of incorporation. It's not an actual articles of incorporation.
Right.
That's what the state is giving you. But you need to draft your own articles of incorporation for the business. So this is why you have to go to a lawyer, or someone that knows how to do the articles of incorporation, and also your bylaws that tells you how your company is going to be governed.
Someone like Maylene.
Someone like Maylene, someone like the Impact Library, like us.
Perfect.
So, you know, this is why she comes in place, and this is why we come in place. So we know what we're doing. So we try to stay up to date with all the codes and everything that, you know, the changes every year, so we can let our clients know. So the other thing that you do, right? So once you are done with your filing, right? So, and again, when you file, if something's wrong with it, they'll let you know. So it's something that should take between 2 to 5 business days. It shouldn't take that long.
That's quick.
Correct. So the other thing that you would also do is, one thing that I forgot to mention is, when you register your LLC, you have to know, are you going to be a single member LLC or are you going to be a partnership LLC?
Sole proprietor
Sole
or
proprietor. How many people you have in the business with you?
Right.
Is it just yourself? You know, are you an authorized member? Are you stuff like that. So you're gonna have to know these type of things, and this is why you can't just go online and try to set up an LLC or a nonprofit. When it comes to the nonprofit, it's very, very different.
Right.
You know, because a nonprofit is not owned by one person.
Correct.
It's a public entity. So the way you would set up the nonprofit, you can set up an LLC like that. It's two different things, right?
Well, they want to make sure it's truly a nonprofit.
That's correct.
Yeah.
You know, and so once you're done with that, you register, you receive your documentation. You can also get a status of certification from the state once you register,
Mm,
and all that stuff, all the documentation comes, and you're done with that. You get your agreement, right?
mm-hmm.
So then, and you get your bylaws, articles of incorporation, and stuff like that. So the other thing would be your um, operation agreement.
Okay.
Most people don't know what that entails, and this is why you can't. Again, if you want to go online and register an LLC for free or $10 or $30, that's fine, but you have to reach out to someone that knows these things,
Right.
because someone can give you a free consultations on what it entails to, get your LLC.
Certain
And
things you should hire a professional for.
some people think that, just, register the LLC with Sunbees, they're good to go.
Right.
But what they don't understand is they don't even have an EIN. You have to reach out to IRS and get your EIN. Those are
Correct.
things that you also need to know.
Yep.
And this is why you need to go to a professional. And the other thing that I see people do is they don't get their EIN, and also you have to be able to get your corporate kit, right? Your corporate kit comes with, your certificates. So let's say right now I have the Impact Library, and at a later time I want to have partners, right? And I want people to join
Okay.
the Impact Library, so I can give them shares within the company.
Right.
So your certificate says, how many shares this person, or they become a member within the organization,
Right.
and you got to do it that way.
Do you have to change the LLC at that time, or do you amend it?
You can amend it, yes.
Okay.
You can amend it, and that's the thing. So it happens a lot, not just with LLCs, but a lot of time with nonprofits. So they would have a name, right? Or here's another thing that they tend to do. They can operate under the name Ryan Schulz LLC,
Uh-huh.
and then they DBA, doing business as Ryan's enterprise.
Right.
But it's the same business because
Correct.
it shares the same EIN, but you would just have to let Iris know. You would have to let well, of course, you already register with Sunbiz, because you have to do that with Sunbiz, but you also have to let Iris know once you file your taxes.
What's the importance or the value of a DBA?
Well, it's the same thing. Here's the reason why sometimes people do that is because they have the name, and maybe they have a partner, and the partner just don't like the name, and they just want to do something else, or they're not selling shoes anymore, and they're selling more than shoes, right? So it could be electronics. They're selling shoes, they're selling electronics, kind of like how do I say it? A Ross.
Okay.
Or what these other places, Home Goods or
Home
whatever
Goods,
it is that
TJ
sells
Maxx.
everything, TJ Maxx, and
Yep.
they said, we want to do a DBA. We want a DBA.
Right.
So it would be Ryan Shoe Store. Now it's Ryan's Enterprise doing business as, Ryan Shoe LLC.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's
widens
how
the
they,
umbrella of things
then-
that they're able to sell.
yeah, they can sell multiple things,
Makes sense.
under that umbrella, and that's how it is. But you would just have to, when you file your taxes,
Uh-huh.
and even when you renew your LLC on Facebook, on I'm sorry, Sunbiz, it'll tell you, do you have a DBA? And you would just have to click a button and then put the DBA name, and then that's it, and you register it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not something where you have to go and register that DBA every year. It's the original business,
Right.
that you register. But while you register it, there's a button that says, do you have a DBA?
Got it.
And then you would just say yes.
Same business, two names.
And then same business, two names, and then you do that. So let's say I want to give you a check. So I don't know Ryan Shoe LLC, or I know Ryan Shoe LLC. I don't know Ryan's Enterprise. I can just do the check under Ryan Shoe LLC.
Yeah.
It'll still go under, because you would
Same
still have
EIN.
the same EIN number,
Correct.
same bank account, and everything.
Correct. A business social security number, if you will.
Social Security, should you say? Yeah, that's how it works. But I would suggest anybody who wants to start an LLC, yes, you can go online, but you also have to check someone who has experience in the business, who can help you draft your bylaws, articles of incorporation, anything else that you need. I know that I didn't talk much about forming a nonprofit, because this one is very tricky. There's a lot of stuff. You still need your bylaws, your articles of incorporation. You need your solicitation permit because you can't raise funds in the state of Florida
Hmm.
without having, registering with a Department of Agriculture,
Interesting.
FDACs. Yeah, so you have to have that because they just don't want you to start
Yeah.
getting money from the public because a
And not paying
nonprofit is a
taxes on it.
public entity, right? So
Correct.
it doesn't belong to you.
Ah,
So it doesn't matter what happens to you. The nonprofit, and it's funny, that the state actually can remove you from the nonprofit as the CEO or someone who started the nonprofit and allow someone else from the board to run it.
so the state is really your boss.
Oh yeah, they can do that. Yes,
Wow.
absolutely. Well, they're not your boss until you do something that you're not supposed to do.
Ah,
They step in,
got it.
because there's a lot of codes and regulation when it comes to nonprofit.
Okay, so basically that would only happen if you were not to fall.
Mismanagement of funds and stuff like that.
Got it.
Yeah. So
Got it.
it's very important. Yeah. So if anybody wants to start a nonprofit or an LLC, they can always reach out to us. Contact us on our social medias, Facebook and Instagram, and we'll talk to you. And of course, we know Mylene was here a few weeks ago, about
Yep.
a month or so ago.
Yep.
You can always reach out to her. If you go on our Facebook and Instagram, you'll see her information. If not, then just reach out to us on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll get you in contact with her to properly set up your LLC or nonprofit. So
Basically, contact the Impact Library.
contact the Impact Library, and we'll be able to get you in touch, set it up for you, or get you in touch with someone who has experience in setting up businesses.
Do you guys do like consultations, like free
Free
consultations?
consultations.
Okay.
We do free consultations. We don't charge anything. And after we do the consultation, if they do not want us to do it, we
Mhm.
can always refer them to someone else to do
Amazing.
it. Yes, sir.
It's amazing. What do you
We're
have to
here
lose?
just educate the
Yep.
public.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You'd be crazy not to. You have a lot to lose, and
That's right,
a free
that's right.
consultation.
Correct.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah.
We
No.
wants to give it for free.
Love it.
Yes, sir.
Love it.
So let's jump into I know that we were talking before the show started. We were talking about the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to your boys in Haiti there,
I
huh?
don't know, man. I was kind of disappointed, but they did good.
They did.
Better than good though. They play a great game, but if it doesn't matter how you win, a win is a win, and they did not win. But I can tell you something for sure. I'm gonna speak for my guy who was here last week, the house guy.
Alan.
Nope, not Alan. Ben.
Oh, Ben. Yes.
Yeah, Ned Kyla.
Uh-huh.
So the house guy. I'm gonna speak on his behalf. I know he said that Haiti was gonna win, and he did say he didn't care much about the previous game.
Uh-huh.
He cared much about Haiti playing Brazil. So that's gonna happen tonight,
Yep. 8 o'clock, right?
and a lot of people. So it's
Oh,
funny.
yeah.
We were trying to see where we can find jerseys, right?
Yeah.
So we called Dick's Sporting Good.
Uh-huh.
They were sold out. They didn't have anything in the stores. Yeah, they did not have any Haitian jerseys in the stores.
Wow.
And you would have to order it online, and it takes time to get to
A lot
you.
of fans here in South
A lot
Florida.
of fans. Yes,
Yep.
yes. People wants to represent, man. So I would hope that Haiti plays a bit better than they did last week.
It's a frustrating way to lose.
It is. It is.
is.
The country is betting on the players.
Right.
And I just hope that, they come up with a win. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are expecting Brazil to just take it all the way.
Right.
And I just don't see that happening.
Yeah.
Man, did you see Argentina?
Yes.
The Argentinian game?
Uh-huh.
Man, Messi
Yep.
scored 3 goals?
3 goals. Yep.
Man, this guy is unbeatable. I've always liked him. I went to see him play a few times.
Uh-huh.
At Inter Miami, right?
Yep.
I know the guy is good. I know there are people talking about Ronaldo,
Yep.
Portugal. Now how good he is, there's a debate on GOAT and stuff like that. I don't know, man. Ronaldo's not in Messi's league, man.
CR7.
I don't know about that, man. When we talk about GOAT, man, just leave everybody out of it, man. Messi's in the league by on his own.
Kind of a LeBron, Michael Jordan situation here.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yep.
So you can't compare Michael. Again, that's another discussion, but Michael's the GOAT. you know, for me. And after that, I know LeBron has done a lot of stuff, you know. So as a fan, you have to appreciate some of the stuff that he's done.
Of course.
But you know, I'm a Kobe guy. I'm a Kobe guy.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, man. I'm a Kobe guy. I don't know. It's the same thing. I didn't care much about soccer, but the last few years I've been watching it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was just too boring. You
Yeah.
know, 90 minutes people playing, and then you know
They might not even
never
score.
score.
Right.
It was just too boring, you know. But you know what? You got to give them some credit.
Yeah.
You know, and I tend, you know, I kind of grow, you know, into liking the game.
Yeah.
I don't play, but it's not because I can't play. I just don't want to. I
Yeah.
just don't care. But you know, I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
I just don't care.
Yeah.
But you know, um, it's a great sport.
It is.
You know,
World's biggest sport.
Well, yep, world's biggest sport. So
Yep.
right now, I just think that Messi, Argentina may just take it all.
I think so. I
Yeah.
mean, they're looking really, really good.
The guy's
Really good.
38 years old.
38,
39?
38 years old. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's playing the way he's playing.
At that level.
Man,
Yeah.
this is what I'm saying. I mean, I just don't see how, you know, Portugal or Orlando's gonna just win
Yeah.
this.
I saw social media was
Yeah.
going crazy because they caught him on the beach in
Right.
Palm Beach
Mhm.
before they had the training there, you know. So it's but I agree. I mean, Messi, especially at his age, is
Right.
playing at a crazy
Yeah.
high level.
It's like he never loses mojo, man.
Uh-huh.
It's like, you know, he's playing just like he started, you know, the first goal he scored. Do you see how far back he was?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I was like, it makes no sense. And I'm sitting there, I'm watching the guy. I'm like,
The goalie had no
it
chance.
makes no sense
Yes.
how he does it.
You're talking like 30, 40 yards away.
Man,
Yes. Yes.
the amount of power this guy has.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know how he got started, right?
What
He
do you
was
mean?
when Messi got started, like his parents took him to like a practice,
Hmm.
and you know, some of the coaches were seeing him. They're like, man, this guy, you know, the way he moves the ball,
Right,
he's
right.
got a lot of potential.
Yeah.
And they're thinking, hey, I wonder with a little bit of coaching, a little
Yeah.
bit of direction,
Right.
and look at that. It just shows you how a lot of times God will use the most unexpected people.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, he doesn't he doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called.
That's right. As you are mentioning, you know, the coaches that saw what he's capable of. I was told that the new coach
Yep.
from Enter Miami
Yep.
used to coach him
Yes.
as a child or as a young man.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, teenager, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then now they reconnect.
Mm-hmm.
Great story, man.
Yep.
Great
Full
story.
full circle moment.
Yep.
Yeah, my wife and I, we've been tuning in. My wife's from South Africa, so
Okay.
watching the South African games.
How was it yesterday, man?
Man, yesterday was a bit of a nail biter.
Yeah.
They ended up in a tie, 1-1.
Yep.
But I could tell after their first game that they played against Mexico,
Hmm.
they came out a bit flat.
Yeah.
Even you're watching people on social media
Right.
saying, "Hey, they should just pack it up and head
Yeah.
home if they're gonna play like that."
Yeah.
But they definitely came out yesterday with some more energy,
Right.
something to prove, and it was definitely a close game. So
Nice.
not the outcome they would have wanted, but
Yeah.
tie 1-1.
Listen, man, all these teams, right? Like, you know, the African teams, right? From Africa, like Ghana.
Yep.
Think about it. One of the best teams that come from Africa, Cameroon, right?
That's
They're
it.
not even in there,
Exactly.
you know, so times
Historically,
change.
they've been
Yeah,
one of the best.
yeah, because I remember growing up, man, when I was in Haiti, Cameroon used to just, you know, be one of those teams,
Yep.
you know, you can count on. But hey, listen, man, we can talk soccer all day. I don't know much about soccer, but one thing I can tell you is that Haiti's gonna win tonight.
That's right.
So you got to pick, man. Either you're on Haiti's side. You know, I know when the U.S. is playing, I can't say anything about that. You know,
Yeah.
oh, they're playing today.
I was gonna say today as well.
Is it 2 p.m.?
I think
What time?
it's either 2 or 3 p.m. I think
Okay.
it's 3 p.m. Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing
Australia.
Australia. They're
Yep.
gonna win.
I think
They
so.
should win.
They had a real strong showing in that
Yeah,
the
they-
first game,
yep.
4-1.
Yeah, they did.
They
did.
came out ready to play.
Yeah, they just got to
Yep.
keep the same momentum.
Keep that momentum
Yeah.
going.
Was it
Absolutely.
the French game.
The France game, yes. France
Man,
was
Canada too.
yes. Which is kind of surprising. I mean,
Yeah.
Canada isn't really.
It was our 6-1 or 6-0.
I think it was 6-1. Yeah.
Man,
And I mean,
Man,
historically, you don't really
yeah,
think of Canada
I
as
know. As a
you're like, okay, hockey,
soccer,
sure,
football, yeah, yeah,
correct.
man. So, man, all that stuff is interesting, but the meet is tonight, 8 p.m.
8 p.m.
Brazil, Haiti. So, we already know Haiti's gonna win it 2-1.
I was going to ask you too. So two
Yeah,
one it
yeah, it's
is.
gonna be 2-1.
All right.
We don't want to do too much because Haitians, we love Brazil and the Brazilians love us too, but it's just gonna be 2-1.
Yep.
Yeah,
Tonight you
we
got to
don't want
pick
to
a
beat
side
them
though.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to pick a side.
You have to.
I wanted the half jersey,
Yep.
Haiti and Brazil,
Oh yeah.
but it's very hard.
I was going to say, where do you find those? Is it like
I
custom
don't know.
made
I
or
think these things are custom made.
must be?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
would be custom
They
made.
take two jerseys and sew it together.
I saw I Show Speed yesterday
Uh-huh.
with there was a game that was playing yesterday. I don't know if it was the two teams that were playing. He has both jerseys on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they have jerseys. Yeah, but anyways, let's move on to our story of the day.
Yeah.
The I know you got a lot to say about that. Iran and the US,
Yes.
this MOU thing.
The G7.
Yeah, G7, MOU, all that stuff, JD Vance,
Yep.
out there making things happen for Trump, not for us, for Trump.
He's the negotiator, man.
Yeah. Is
Trump sent him in. He's supposed to be signing the deal today, so we'll see how it goes.
he? Okay.
Trump, in kind of his famous fashion, loves to take if the deal goes well,
Right.
you say, hey, I'm
Well,
going to take credit. That was
yeah,
my idea.
That's it.
But if it
goes
doesn't,
bad,
you know
yeah.
who's the fall guy.
Yep. That's
So
right.
a lot of pressure
He's
on
incompetent. I sent him to do this. He couldn't even
right,
do it.
exactly.
I just
Exactly. I think it's funny.
Anybody can do this,
Ex-
and he couldn't get it done.
Yep.
I don't maybe I made a bad choice as, picking the vice president.
Yeah, it's gotta be tough to be JD Vance, but it's interesting to see like how the world leaders,
Yeah.
how they're kind of playing into like Trump's ego.
Yep.
Right.
Yep, that's right.
He's talking about, a lot of mixed messages with China.
Mhm.
All the world leaders were they're talking about how they're disrupting the economy.
Right.
They're just, with the exports, and they're messing with jobs in all those
Right.
other countries.
Right.
And they all seemed united. And then Trump comes in on his final remarks
Right.
and kind of undercuts the whole
He
thing.
did.
He thanked China. He thanked Russia.
Yep.
He said, "Hey, I appreciate you guys not getting involved," which generally they're allies with Iran.
Right. Right.
But it's just kind of sending mixed messages.
Mixed messages. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. It could have been a lot worse,
Mhm.
and would have been definitely muddied the waters for
Right.
the United States.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I think it's funny too how Macron, he was trying to get Trump to stay there.
Right.
Last year he left after day one when it
Right.
was in Canada.
Yep.
Yep. Went back
That's
to
right,
went back
that's
to
right.
DC.
Yep.
So what did he do? He said, "Well, I'm going to wine and dine him. Let's go to Versailles and have
And
dinner."
he did.
I just think it's funny how what Trump loves big beautiful things.
Big beautiful thing.
Big beautiful things.
Yes, sir.
So what does he do?
Yeah.
Invites him to. They went. It's like southwest of Paris. They had a really
Let's go hang out.
let's go hang out.
Yeah.
Let's go break some bread. And he
Yep.
got Trump to stay there for all 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
However, that was a amazing idea on their part, because now they really got to get in his ear for those full 3 days. And like I said, really playing into Trump's ego, saying, "Oh man, his strong leadership
Yeah.
has brought this deal together."
Yeah.
When that works in their favor, because if this deal goes through today, if JD's able to make it happen,
Right.
the world oil prices could go down. That's what they're talking about.
Yeah, I just think that JD got caught up in some what do you call it, nonsense, and where he's not able to get out of it because this Iran war, he was against it from the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
and now he's like the biggest supporter. And I was watching him yesterday giving a briefing
Yep.
on how nice, great, the deal was, And my thing is, if we go to war with Iran, we spend all this money, billions of dollars. Why do we go back?
Right.
Why do we go back and negotiate with them? Because remember, anybody can deviate from this MOU.
Yep.
It's just a memo of understanding.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that, we have some concrete stuff. You sign some stuff,
It
but
still
guess
has to
what?
be honored.
At the end of the day, Iran wins or they won.
Exactly.
Why? Because if you read the MOU, right, most people didn't say, what did Iran get from this deal? Do you understand? Do you know a lot of money that was frozen or seized by the Americans, bank accounts frozen and all that stuff, they're going to give them back to them.
Of course it is.
They're going to unfreeze these things.
Exactly. They didn't take it. They just froze it.
And as far as their economy, they're saying it'll grow between 70 to 90 or $100 billion a year. So you're giving them all that stuff. And not only that, the Strait, what may happen is, you know how you used to go through a turnpike? When you have to pay a fee? Iran may end up doing that.
A toll.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So why is it that you're giving them so much? But what did you get? You didn't get anything. The only thing that you get out of it is you allow Iran not to continue fighting.
Correct.
America didn't win this.
The ceasefire, we've already seen that happen where there was no ceasing in the fire.
There was none. But he kept coming and said, we had a deal. We had a ceasefire, and Iran's come back and said, nope, that's not true.
Exactly. We never said that.
We never said that. It said, then they come back and said, Trump come back and said, if they don't stop, this is what's going to happen.
Right.
It was just all talk. Iran just kept on, and eventually they get America to negotiate, give them their frozen assets back.
Exactly.
They got their economy. What I'm trying to find out is, if you say the only reason why you went into war with Iran is because they have these weapons, chemical weapons, and you destroy the sites. If the sites are destroyed, why you keep fighting?
We supposedly obliterated them twice.
Correct.
I looked up the definition of obliterated just because I thought maybe I didn't understand what the word meant.
Like a nuclear war that's just kind of like trapped on Iran.
It was the nuclear aspirations that and what they potentially could do that got us into this in the first place.
That's right.
And the entire rest of the G7 was criticizing Trump very harshly for not consulting the allies about going in and saying, hey, before they just started this war with Iran.
Right.
And Trump was criticizing them, saying, hey, how come you're not jumping in with us in Israel to
do this? While you're talking about that, I'm not even worried about the allies. I'm talking about, my thing is Congress. You are the president of the United States of America. You cannot go to war with a country unless what? Congress do what?
Unless Congress agrees.
They never did.
Exactly.
You take it upon yourself to go to war, and now we have to pay for it.
Exactly. You when you go to the grocery store, when you go to the gas pump, we're feeling it.
Oh, while he was at the G7, he always have to say something. Gas prices are down. Oil pricings are down.
Where exactly?
I don't know, but the gas station by my house, the few gas station I pass coming here, price don't change.
No.
Of course, you're gonna have somebody, and my biggest thing is, as Americans, we need to stop doing this. We need to stop being so political to the point where, if you're a Republican, everything the president says, that's exactly what it is. It is not.
Yep.
If you're a Democrat, whatever the Democrat says, that's what it is. It isn't. And this is why I'm not a Democrat. I am not a Republican. I want what's best for my family. I want what's best for the country. I want what's best for my neighbors.
What's the best for Americans?
What's best for Americans.
Yep.
I can't be biased. It's just not working. The government is not doing anything for us. They're doing it for themselves.
Yep.
It's
not red versus blue anymore. It's them versus us.
Yes. Yeah. Good way to put it.
Yep.
We just have to come together and understand that, we can't be too political. We can't choose a side. We need to stop doing that.
Yep.
I know with what I just said, we're going to have a lot of people in the comments or people calling me saying
the views and comments just spiked on that
one. What you said just kind of doesn't make sense. You shouldn't do it that way. What you said, no, that's not true. The president did this. And, yes, gas prices are down. Listen, man, during the Obama years, man, I don't want to go back there. Gas prices were down.
Hmm.
Yes, we had what's the other guy's name previous to Trump?
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Hmm.
It wasn't so great, but it wasn't what it is now.
Yeah,
It was not what it is now.
that's true.
And you came in, you said, we shouldn't go fight, anybody's war.
Yep,
We shouldn't go to war with any country. And you came in, the first thing you do is what? You go to war.
exactly.
Makes no sense. We
It-
spend billions and billions of dollars while people here cannot eat. There are people that can't eat. People can't pay their
Yep.
rent. People, are sleeping in their cars. Health insurance is high.
The affordability crisis
You
is crazy.
have to be able to focus on the things that are matters.
Yeah. Yep.
Home first. They're
It's-
not doing that.
It's funny you say that about the affordability crisis. I was just reading the other day. Now they'll do a 50-year mortgage.
50-year mortgage?
50-year mortgage on your house. 90-month financing terms on a vehicle. Because we're in this time where
Because
people
people have no money.
because people
So
can't
they're
afford
giving you a
things.
little bit more time to pay for it.
So now the financing
Wow.
companies are rubbing their hands together and they said, "Hey, how are we going to make?" Because someone sees that monthly payment and they say, "Oh,
That's good.
I can afford that monthly
Right,
payment."
but guess what? On the back end of it, how much interest are you
You,
paying?
you paid 2-3 times
That's
the
right.
amount of
Yep.
interest.
The
Yep.
longer it is, the more money you end up paying.
Yep. Sign of the
Man.
times. It's scary, man.
It's just not good, man.
It's not good.
Man, you should run for president. Look like you know what you're talking about.
Oh man. No, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely tough out there. People are feeling the squeeze. They're wondering if the juice is worth the squeeze, right?
Yeah.
You have to have multiple jobs nowadays.
Yep.
Just the cost of living.
Yep.
Something's got to change. I don't see, the market always has its swings, right? It has
Swings up
shifts.
and down. Yep, that's
So
right.
we'll see what that looks like. But
Yep.
I mean, right now, the average American, I mean, they go to the grocery store, they go to the gas pump, and I mean, they're feeling it.
That's right.
You know,
We all feeling it. While you're feeling it, the only way to stay in contact with us, to stay up to date on the things that are going on, is to subscribe. If you're on Facebook right now watching us, is to subscribe to
Impact
VIP
Library.
Media.
Yep, VIP Media
VIP
and
Media, where you're
Impact
watching
Library.
us right now.
Yep.
The Impact Library and Instagram, the Impact Library, and of course, live on YouTube, Access 1776 YouTube channel, and the Impact Library YouTube channel. So, is there anything else you got for us, Ryan, before we say goodbye to our
Before we
guests?
sign off for today.
Yep.
No, I want to thank, like you mentioned, VIP Media.
Yep.
Big shout out to them.
Shout out to them, man.
Everything you see, everything you hear
That's
is put
right.
on by them and the gracious guys at VIP Media. So big
Yep.
shout out to them. Thank you to them, and we
Yeah,
appreciate them.
And again, if
Yeah.
you're looking for a great studio to do your podcast, reach out to them. Reach out to the VIP Media
That's right.
on Facebook, or maybe if you're watching live and you know somebody who's looking for a great location to do a show, reach out to these guys. Reach out to the Impact Library, and we can get you in touch with them.
That's right.
Again,
Not so
we are
shameless plug.
grateful to VIP Media for doing this.
Very.
Great guys, great group of guys.
We wouldn't be here without them.
Men of God. We wouldn't be here right now, shouldn't the show without them. So we excited for that.
Absolutely, man.
So again, subscribe, join the pages. We're just excited to continue doing this.
We
And,
love your feedback too.
Yeah,
right?
we love the feedbacks. Let us
Comments,
know.
feedback. What topics you guys want to see
Or
next?
if you have someone who wants to interview by us, a great guest, let's say that person has a business, they want to highlight their business, get them in touch with us. We would love to interview every entrepreneur
Yep.
in our community,
Yes, sir.
someone who has a story to tell.
Live every Friday, 10 a.m.
Live
Eastern.
every Friday. And one of the things that we're gonna end up doing is on Mondays and Wednesday we will do a show, but it will be pre-recorded and it'll be on our social medias. Coming up. Not as of now, but soon enough it will be Mondays, Wednesdays, pre-recorded. We'll talk about different stuff, and then of course on Fridays, this is where we're gonna be bringing our guests to have these interviews, and and get good contents to you guys.
That's right.
Yep. So
Love it.
yeah. So again, thank you guys. My daughter, this is Riley.
She couldn't wait for
Yeah,
some screen time.
she just couldn't wait. She wants some screen time. So All right, baby. So again, thank you. Subscribe, like the pages. Again, thank you, brother, for being here.
Yeah, thank
And
you.
until then, we'll see you on the next show, Friday.
Have a great weekend. Thank you for tuning in.
Great weekend. Thank you. God bless you guys.
Just waiting to do a Dubai chocolate.